If you have ever looked at your training program and you ask yourself, is that really enough, or do I have enough exercises in there? Then today's video is exactly about that. Today's video is for men training with bodyweight or calisthenics, and especially when you are over 30 and trying to build strength or muscle without wrecking your joints and your body, while trying to maintain a life besides the gym. If that's not you, this video probably won't resonate. But if it is, stay with me. Most men don't fail because their training plan is bad. Most men fail because they don't give a simple training program enough time until it can work. And exactly these thoughts are which we have to clear up. BuiltSimple exists to strip training back to what actually matters. Simple movements, a clear structure, and a progression you can sustain for years and decades. And today's video idea came from one comment below one of my videos. Someone said he likes the structure of the training program I've shared, but he's worried about the simplicity of it. He was asking me if it would make sense to add in a few more exercises to the program. And that question makes sense, but it's also the point most people get wrong about training. Most men don't doubt their training program because it's ineffective, and they honestly don't have to. But they doubt their training program because they've thought through social media that more is better. And I think a lot of people out there learned that doing more usually will end up in better progress. More exercises, more volume, more sessions, more variation. Which isn't bad at all, and it can keep training fun and not let it feel like a prison. But the problem in training culture is that when progress feels slow, the natural instinct isn't patience, it's addition. And here's the reality, especially with calisthenics and bodyweight training. The thing is, when you're not where you want to be physically, it's usually not because of your training program. It's not like that you're missing any kind of specific movements or angles or rep ranges. Usually just that your body hasn't been exposed to simple movement patterns long enough with enough intent so that your body basically got time to adapt to it and grow with it. Most people doing bodyweight training or calisthenics are usually not undertrained, they're just underbuilt, if we can frame it that way. Strength and muscle are built through repeated exposure to fundamental movements. Push, pull, legs, carries, core, hinge. The right movement patterns done with consistency. Progress gradually and recovered properly. That's what's building progress, no matter if it is muscle or rep ranges. And I made the same mistake in the past. During my athletic career, I thought changing routines is a smart way. What I eventually learned was simple. My body didn't need creativity, it needed consistency. And muscle doesn't come from being super creative. It comes from doing the same movement patterns or movement again and again, while slowly increasing the demand. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean nothing ever changes. We want to change routines and we want to have fun in training. We want to find out what's working for our body, and we want to learn what is keeping us consistent, because that's one of the most important parts in training. Yes, there are some rules you want to stick to, but nothing beats consistency in the end. And if you follow the best possible program and you don't like it, your consistency will definitely suffer. But in my eyes, progression matters. We want to progress in some ways. And on top of that, some variation makes sense as well, especially to manage joint health, keep our progress moving. But our training structures should usually stay the same, and usually longer than most people want to accept. And this is especially important for men over 30. Especially with a packed schedule, recovery matters a lot and consistency matters a lot. And by changing things every single day, we might get lost in the whole chaos. So following a strict progression and one program is not the holy grail, but it usually makes it easier for you to stay on track. Especially as a beginner, I would always try to note down everything I've done to keep track of what you are doing until you build the skill of listening to your body and understand what's happening in there. And I believe most men don't lack information, but they lack direction. And the guys who are making the best progress are usually the guys who aren't doing the most. They're usually the ones who remove the noise and just do the simple basics longer than everyone else. If you are questioning if you are training enough and if you're doing enough, ask yourself these questions. Can you recover it week after week? Can you repeat it consistently without burning out? And could you progress in some measurable way over time? If your answer was yes, that's already enough. The problem usually isn't your body weight training. It's the urge of keep adding things instead of letting the work compound. And if this video was helpful, guys, I appreciate every single like and comment below the videos. That helps me to reach more men out there via BuiltSimple. And I hope to see you in the next video.